Hello, good day everybody. This is DC Trader for another stock update for today. Now, before we begin in today's market review, let's take a review on the US stock market. Now, as of yesterday when I left you guys here, the market for the past, I would say it's now going to a fifth day, but 4 days straight to the upside. Very, very strong, right? As you can see here, the market, first entry, second entry around this area, and now it's all going up. Now, can this reach the all-time high of 33541? I don't know, but it feels like it. It's gonna go up to another all-time high. The US stock market is doing great. Take a look at that. Now, let's go back to our market. Now, in our market, and on the other hand, it is definitely, I would say, not moving a bit. Yep. Some people say anemic, but the way I say it, I don't know. But yeah. So, if we take a look at the 5 minutes, let us see what really is happening here. Now, let me drag this one down. Now, for the past, we have three candles here. Take a look at on the right side, 1, 2, and 3. So last Monday, the last time, it was the buyers who pushed the market up, which broke above this particular area here. Unfortunately, today it tried to go down, could not go here, tried to go above it, then found sellers all the way, right? Now, this is the crucial point for tomorrow. If there is a strong pressure still and there is continuation, a break of this particular support, then you may see us dropping down, which will fall prices over here, right? Now, what I want to see is basically sellers stop here, buyers come in, push the market up, get all of these sellers out or give them a punch out, knock them out, go back here, make sure there's no more sellers, and there'll be all buyers to go to 6,000. I would love to see that tomorrow. That's what I would love to see in order for our market to move. But other than that, we are still pretty on a very tight range or a consolidation. Now, on the next market that we're gonna discuss is basically ABS, right? Our beloved ABS CBN. Now, ABS CBN basically right now, if we take a look at it, I guess from its low here, which is around the beginning of October, something has changed. I would say there could be some big news regarding ABS CBN, right? Because the market just pushed all the way up. Now imagine from 7 pesos back to the high point of 17, must be some hell of a news, right? Now, these areas that I mark here are some important areas, right? So let's take a look at the first area. The first area that I point out is around 905. Why 905? I marked this 905, and if we make this one here, right? As you can see, resistance broke out, makes this one as a support, go back up, right? Now, there is a gap in here. Now, in market theory, the way they say it, right? Someday gaps will be filled. Now, if it does not fill tomorrow, then this has a better chance of going up, right? Now, if they fill this gap and maybe make this as a support, then it can still go up. But as of right now, at the end of the day here, it looks to me that the buyers still are starting to control the market. Now, tomorrow, will they continue? I hope so. And if they can go back to this level of 14, this area here, around 14, hoping that it could break it out and run all of those sellers out, then they may have a chance to go back up, right? Now, or what could happen is, worst case scenario, if they fall below here, which is around this area here, then they may fall a little bit more, right? So let's see tomorrow. My guess is there could be some continuing buying pressure for this one, right? So the next one is AC Energy. Now for AC Energy, right, I also marked this level here of 330. Why 330? Because this was the previous where all the sellers were, who started this down move over here. So you wanted to see what is the reaction of the market when they break out. What happens to this area here? Does it matter? Yes, it does. So 330, when it broke out, few sellers were able to get out, right? So the market jumped up. So that's why today, right, they're trying to get out now. These sellers are trying to get out. Now, if tomorrow all buyers will come in, don't give these guys a chance, then we may have more sellers liquidating their position here. Because we know there's a start of a seller, right? Although they cannot push in here though, right? Because buyers are trying to push it up, right? Now, tomorrow, if they go down, maybe just enough for these sellers to get out or break even, right? Once they get out or break even, you'll know what will happen. There is a up spike going to the upside. Now, if it goes drop down, then that means that no buyers is in here. Because in the way market works, it's basing on orders, where all the orders are. So I believe there's a lot of orders still hanging in here. So they want to revisit that, right? So that's what I feel, right? So for tomorrow, but this particular stock is still considered a very strong to the upside. So let's see what is the reaction of 330 tomorrow. Now, the next particular stock that we're going to discuss is BDO. Now for BDO, right? Oops, sorry about that. What happened to BDO? Actually, in our previous discussion yesterday, since yesterday around 11 and including today, it was all sellers. Buyers weren't given a chance, and it even broke out here, right? Now, I also marked this particular level 80.71, right? Now, I hope that tomorrow we could see this particular level. Maybe it can break this out, or it will just go back here a little bit up, then go back down again, right? And that could have a continuation, right? The only way they can change, right, this particular stock from going up is when it reach around this level, 87.90. Now when we reach 87.90, which also coincides near the top of this candle, right? Actually the top of this candle, right? If we can break this area here, then we have a chance to go up, right? Otherwise, if we end up around this area, we could still be in a down move, right? So let's hope we can break out. Once we can break out, then we have a chance, right? Now, of course, there's another level that we are worried. 88.50, right? Now, so those are the two levels that we should be watching. 87.90 and 88.50. Now, if we can broke that free, we may have a chance to go back to 90s for this one. Otherwise, I would say we're still having a continuation to the downside. So the next particular stock that we're gonna discuss is Fgen, another, I guess, power company. Now for Fgen, right, I would say since the beginning of October, we have a chance to go up, and we find this particular area here since mid-July, August, and the end of September. We're going higher highs, and this is becoming to be a strong support. I hope that today there would be a continuous upward pressure, right? Now, if we take a look at the 5 minutes, at the end of the day, who has control? Since Friday, then Monday, then actually today, there is a now, if tomorrow they break down this level, right, then there is a continuation from the bears or the sellers, right? Now if tomorrow we just open up here and go straight up, then basically there would be a very strong continuation for the past 2 days for this particular stock, right? We could continue to go up. Now my guess is, as long as we don't go back to 23.59, which is 23.59 around here, if we did not go back there tomorrow, then we may have a chance to go back above 23 or 24 and then go to 24.50 around this area here. So that's my guess for this one. And the next particular stock is Hlcm. Now Hlcm, actually, I was thinking that this particular stock has a push to the downside or a more bearish tone, but there is some slight changes to this particular stock, because today it ended up beginning here and it closed here. Wow. And then if you count here, if this is your one, this looks like a second entry. They're trying to push it up, and since the beginning of October, actually, yeah, there is going to a sort of a small uptrend there, right? And if you also take a look at it, right, since October 7, right, we are elevating a bit to the upside. So let's hope this stock can continue to the upside, right? Because the only way this can destroy this particular downtrend is to go back up to test 584 and break out of it, test it again to go back to 644. That's what I feel for this one, right? So the next one is D-toe. Now for D-toe, on the other hand, I would say I thought that the market could really has a more continuation, right? Now for D-toe, this could be so steep, and it's trying to take a break a bit, right? That's why there is a gap here, right? Which is this area here. There's a gap, slight gap, right? But at the end of the day, it looks to me that more sellers appear, right? More sellers appear to the market. Now, these were now buyers are here. Buyers are here. Let's see if buyers can answer this area here to push out tomorrow. If not, then there is a strong continuation back to where most of the orders will be around this area here. Now, that's about this market, right? Now, if they fall around this area, it also coincides to this particular area of support, an angle, and also the top of the channel, right? So around maybe 540, 530, around this area here. I would like to see what's the reaction of the market when it goes here. Does it go up and continue, or break down here, right? And maybe go to this moving average of 509, which is the 20-day moving average, right? So let's see what will happen there, right? And of course, the last stock is Pgold, right? Actually, today was, let's see what happens. Wow. So yesterday we were discussing Pgold about this area here, this area of importance, right? And there was some strong pressure to go down, right? And of course, midday it started to go up, right? Now for this one, right, it opened here, it tried to go down, but it did not retest this area to break down around 45. So that's why there is still a continuation to the upside, to the buying pressure, right? Now if this went down here, then there was sellers were given a time to push the market. But this one, I think this is still more to the buyers, right? Now, what are the buyers thinking? For me, the next area that they're trying to push up is around this area, 46, and maybe go back up to 47. Now, this is where most of the buyers bought here, right? Now, will they liquidate? That's why we will see some movement there. Now, if they liquidate, then the market will go back down, right? Because it's a combination with sellers as well as buyers liquidating. That's why you have the market pushing down, right? Now, if buyers here won't liquidate and will continue buying, then what will you see? Strong to the upside, right? That's what I would see, right? But other than that, I feel that this is a strong resistance, right? And then if we take a look at 47, why 47? Let's make this one a little smaller. Now, although there's not a lot about buyers around that area, so let's see let's see what is the reaction in this area, right? So let's see what's the reaction. So that's about it for today, and I also like to thank everyone for taking your time to view my YouTube videos, and also for new subscribers. Thank you also, and it gives me more support, and I will do my best to make this channel more worthwhile for all of us. So thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Take care, and God bless.